Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with the news. The New Zealand dollar is up to 80.6 Australian cents this morning. That's more than a one-year high. This followed the slightly surprising decision from the Reserve Bank of Australia yesterday to cut its official rate from 3.5% to 3.25%. Now, most people had seen a cut, but it certainly wasn't an overwhelming expectation. This is all because the economy in Australia is slowing. Not just the mining sector as China slows down, but also the non-mining sector. Now, this change has tightened the gap between Australian interest rates and ours. Remember, ours are steady at 2.5%, and Australia has cut that gap. Now, that makes the New Zealand dollar relatively more attractive than the Australian dollar, and that's why it's up from about 77.5 Australian cents to about 80.5 cents in the last month. That's obviously going to affect exporters to Australia and those people who offer deals to Australian tourists. And there is the possibility of more Australian Cups to come. The Melbourne Cup day, early November, will be the next chance for the Reserve Bank to cut. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand is expected to leave our official cash rate on hold at 2.5% until late 2013. Meanwhile, commodity prices were strong in New Zealand for the last month or so, up 3.5% according to the ANZ Commodity Price Index. Most of that is a rise in the dairy price. There's obviously the big drought in the US, which is reducing production there. The Fonterra auction overnight of dairy milk powder down 0.9%. That's the first fall in 5 auctions. However, we're still 25% above those mid-May lows. US stocks down 0.4% overnight. This is after the Spanish Prime Minister said there's no bailout request due anytime soon. All eyes, of course, are on the European Central Bank for the big Bazooka, and they need the Spanish to ask for a bailout first. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9 from interest.co.nz.